Recording in progress.
Never mind, later.
My bad.
That's all about timing. They just drop that right in the middle of that conversation with no warning. Hello. Welcome back. Here we go. We're doing it again.
This time with feeling.
Oh, so much feeling.
Yeah, now it's Dundon's turn to get mad.
I don't know why you're mad. I just gave you all a heads up finally. I mean, the signs were there.
Finally is
Yes.
the operative
the signs
word.
were there if you were paying attention.
No, alright, so the signs were there is like putting the signs in Braille when none of us are blind. They don't mean anything
But you could
if we
still
have
see
no
it.
reason to look at them.
They were straight up signs just like the ones from Hitchhiker's Guide. Well, they've been on public display for a year.
I'm actually re-listening to that book to sleep, so
I had to go into a basement behind a locked door.
on display in the bottom of a locked filing cabinet, stuck in a disused lavatory, with a sign on the door saying "Beware of the leopard."
Yes.
It was not still on display.
Yes, indeed.
Nice.
Maybe she can do some poetry. Maybe that's where we're at next.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no.
Bogon.
that's how Thea needs to talk from now on.
Oh,
Have riddle
God.
poetry.
Oh God, we found Paula Millstone Jennings.
Oh my. There's a curse waiting to happen.
That.
Oh, not rhyming
I'm not
couplets,
creative
please.
enough for that. Please don't do that. I'm really not creative enough for that.
I will just repeat the same sentences over and over again.
You'll get half sentences where I lose my train of thought.
All of a sudden,
Start
Shelby
another
will
sentence
start
the next
cosplaying
one.
Groot.
Hi, Twitch. We're really together today.
Gonna go a long way, I'll tell you that.
Listen, we have a couple miles down the river. It's okay.
So
River? River?
Yeah, you missed a bit.
I want to know if where he materializes in, if he gets dunked or not.
We took a long rest.
And did some identifying.
Okay. So, from our last session, there was not a huge amount of progress in terms of distance traveled. But there was a significant amount of role-playing and story time that happened. We're going to actually go ahead and give everybody just 100 experience points for that one.
Yay.
Because you need it and you deserve it, but we didn't really get anywhere. Thank you, Thea.
Yes, specifically Thea.
I'm sorry. Next time I'll let you be surprised.
Wow.
I think
I'm
that
sure you'll love that so much more.
I feel like that is specifically worse of all of the options. That is like the worst option of all of them.
Here are many options. Oh, I'll take the worst. Thank you.
I'll take the worst for 500, Alex.
We could have had that story on the boat, but no.
So, my shortened version, there was some exploration that was happening, and you had discovered, and I forget where Dundon phased out. Were you here for the big creature, the big grabbing creature, and the spiky things that fell from the ceiling?
Yes,
I believe he was,
He
yes.
was.
The boat monster, yeah.
Dundon disappeared outside the doors to the throne room with the mysterious
Correct.
space in the back that made no sense, according
Oh,
to
yeah.
our cleric.
Which
Okay.
makes complete sense to me, and I explained to him.
So, after all of that, The safe space the space behind the door turned into a relatively safe space, and everyone simply um, rested and sort of rummaged through all of the things, the bits and pieces and various notes that everyone had collected along the way. Um, I don't know if everything had been distributed or noted. Uh,
Everything was
for,
identified. It was not
Mhm.
anything that would have been dedicated or designated for Dundon was not distributed.
okay,
Yeah, I still had a hold of them for him.
so after that, there was uh, a search of that room, and one of the things that was found was actually a map that showed how to navigate basically from this area west.
Ah,
Westward, notably, is headed towards the other country, the other side of the mountain range. You left from the east, the eastern side of the mountain range, colloquially referred to as the spine, where it's the Azinthian plains.
Mm-hmm.
You went into the mountains, you had found your way down into the mountains. Now, this map seems to indicate that the water that you have been sort of traversing to find these various little rooms actually is a river that leads all the way out the other side.
oh wow.
Which, in fact, the person that you originally purchased the information from to find this location, um, poor Ned, who was burned,
Yep.
Poor Ned.
uh, he was really onto something because on the outside, politically, it appeared that the theocracy of Syracuse had cut off all trade through the mountains and closed the mountain passes. So there were a number of trade caravans that had basically been stuck on the eastern side. And if there were a way somehow to move through the mountains whilst avoiding any and all political or military entanglements, that could have some value. Which leads us back to the council slash ruling chamber where you were. You'd actually gone back out, climbed back across gone back across the bridge, got back to your boats, pulled the boats back across, looked around at a couple of other spaces
Mm-hmm.
that were just sort of abandoned. There weren't any things of real value there. And that was when you had sort of paused and said, okay, which way are we going to go?
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of the other things that had previously occurred, had there been essentially small, relatively small, but noticeable earthquakes that had occurred. And on a couple of occasions, magic itself had rippled. During one of those ripples, Dundon disappeared. And Azathan was there, and Belgar disappeared at one point and reappeared. Azathan has disappeared and reappeared. There has sort of been this weird cycling of sometimes something happens with the weave of the world, and there's a jiggle or a ripple, and as you're thinking about it, you feel it again.
Oh no.
Everything ripples. And Belgar disappears, but then Dundon appears. And Dundon, you have had no sense of passage of time since you are standing someplace now that is not in front of the door where you were before.
Hi,
Where's the door?
Dundon. It's over there. We're not that far from it.
Yep. We're just on the other side of the door. You disappeared and reappeared. It's been a bit.
It's been a bit. What does that mean?
About...
Oh, I got boots for you.
It's been several hours.
I'm sorry, you have what for me?
Boots.
Boots.
It's been long
Yeah.
enough for me to start checking all the gear we've
I
picked up.
understand now.
From the Mountain King.
Mountain.
Or was it ring? I can't read my spelling. No, it's okay. King.
They
Hey.
were boots of the Mountain King.
Where's the grumpy one?
You took his place.
Which good riddance. He was a mood kill. He was not very helpful.
Thea. Don't start.
Again, bits and pieces back from the dead. Be nice to the back from the dead.
Nice to see you, Dundon.
So what's been going on? How long have I been gone?
About
Uh,
9 hours.
Hours. Yeah.
At least.
9 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It took you 9 hours to get through a door?
No, we also did
No,
some
we've
other...
been through the door. We've been all around. We've been a couple of hours down the river, down a couple hours back up, and then we've spent several hours identifying magic items. And Thea's been confessing her sins, I guess.
There was no such thing as sins. I was just
Sin?
telling you of just some things. There's no sins.
Some
Freaking 9
thing.
hours to get through the door.
The practical questions.
That was last time.
I was here for that one.
It's,
So what kind of sinful things are you confessing?
Nothing sinful.
oh yeah, sure. Nothing sinful, says the one who has made an arrangement with whoever the Crimson Crescent worships.
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
And
I don't know yet. I don't have the full
And-
details.
and the Dream God.
Dream God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was
Is
getting
that
scared.
statue thing?
No, that's the guy that I sold the statue to.
Uh-huh.
Was trying to be scammy.
And took you
So
on
then
a
I had
date.
thoughts of maybe I can scam him back. I haven't decided yet. I have his token. I just can't give his token until
How
I
do
have
I
a
get back to where I was?
For the next Mystic Earthquake, I don't know how to fix it.
You
How
know,
do we cause an earthquake?
given the state of how things are going, I would expect one relatively soon. But I don't think where you would go is much safer than here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
And
boots.
in my defense, you guys tell me not to do things, so I figured why couldn't I agree to this guy not to do something? I was only being practical.
Is there anything special about these boots?
Yes, they bypass difficult terrain for rubble, stairs, or hills. They are explicitly dwarven in style.
I just had the apple bottom jeans boots with the fur stuck in my head now.
Boots of walking.
Yeah, essentially they negate any of the effects of difficult terrain for you.
So you can take your 25-foot walk movement speed even further.
Thank you very much.
Dundon, I'm direct messaging you my my note on it.
So the
Did anyone take the ring of mystic defiance?
I forgot what that did.
Oh, it does.
It negates the magical.
Ignore 10 hit points of damage
Oh,
from
yeah.
a spell or spell-like ability. We were not given the command word.
Is that like the safe word?
Yes, but instead of a stop button, it's a go button.
You had that answer.
Never mind. Who's our G rating? Disney's not going to go ahead and.
Yeah, because Disney was gonna back us.
Listen. Have you seen some of the stuff Disney's pulled off? No.
All right. So, anything else? Anybody grew wings or horns or
Nope.
starts
I have
people
magic.
on fire? You have what?
She went to sleep and got magic, and it is the most bullshit thing ever.
It's the most bullshit thing ever.
Again.
Okay. Wait. How did you fall asleep and get magic?
That deal with the people that we are very disgruntled at her with making deals and pacts with, yeah, that. Dedicate your life to studying the understanding of the world, spending time learning a craft, devoting yourself to a god, in our cleric's case, and this one goes to take a nap and gets powers. This is bullshit.
Well, I mean, I didn't ask for it.
So you're jealous is what I'm getting at.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Thea, what sort of magic can you do?
Well, you remember the guy that just kind of went up in flames with the rats
Way back in the
kitchen?
Yeah.
the wine
Yeah,
cellar.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
me. Yeah, I did that.
That was you.
That was me.
Uh,
But it doesn't like work like on command. Like I can't start something. It seems to only work if like someone hits me first. So don't hit me, it will be fine.
so this is why you try to stay out of fights?
Well, this is relatively new.
Relatively, as in especially.
I have been in fights since then.
I said especially new. I didn't say instantaneously.
Okay.
Uh,
Note to self, don't punch Thea.
Thank you.
Much.
Okay, so to get you up to speed on what's happening around us,
Yes.
she's gonna pull out the map. No, we've explored everything that's above the water here. The water is so deep we can't get an accurate gauge of how far it goes, so we can't go any lower. The water here is a river that will take us. How many hours was it?
It's a multi-day trip.
Yeah, it's like there's a couple day trip, but if we follow the follow the current, we'll be out on the other side of the spine.
Interesting. Are we going on a river cruise?
You know what? I think that might be a bit of too pleasant of wording, but yes, I believe we are.
Oh, we should get some wine before we do,
Oh.
or more booze.
How about gentle suggestion?
I'm liking how she thinks.
I know, reasonable, but also the boats are very small, and if any of us decide to
So
go for
only
a
2
dip,
bottles per.
yeah, sure, why not?
2 bottles per person. What?
Yeah, that seems light enough, and then we'll be drinking
I
it, so
will.
we'll get lighter.
I will remind you that it's 3 people in a boat. We don't have all the storage space in the world, so what I'm saying is bring your bundles tight. Tightly
Yeah, one in
pack
each
your
hand.
bottle. No,
I don't
Okay.
understand. How tight can I hold it? Very tight.
just pack them in sets of 6.
I'll drink 2 and then bring 2. How's that?
That sounds like a great plan.
Gonna go looking for the casino and the buffet next.
I know.
Belgar would have an absolute aneurysm as he was here. I
Elspeth's getting a migraine.
I
don't
can
worry.
feel myself channeling him. It's
It'd be really funny if he was watching this.
it's never a question of like if Belgar is here or not, because he always just manifests somehow in every person except Thea during every time he disappears.
Well,
Reminder, because I am blanking because it's been a while. We came down just to investigate the rumors of the possibility of going through the spine or under the spine or whatever.
No, we first started here because we heard there was a dragon, and we are
Yeah, we were dragon
suicidal.
hunting.
Yes.
And instead, we found a brass tube that shot out hot steam that burned poor Ned, and then we found all of this by accident. None of this was intentional. Literally, we are stumbling upon all of this by accident. We are whoops-a-daisying ourselves to death.
Great. So
How you do adventuring?
What's going to be our next step then? Do we
Uh,
want to go under the spine? Do we want to sell this information?
no.
No.
Booze.
Priorities.
Next step is booze.
How about, since we
Second
have some...
that.
Here's the way I am thinking about this. Going down the river is... I am mentally putting that as a point of no return. Once we go down the river, we are going to have to deal with so much that coming back for resupplies or getting anything that we need is going to be a bit of an arduous task. So I think
Not if you turn into a whale and then you can just float us back up.
I can't turn into a whale. That's a little too big.
You are just a giant lizard.
That's still smaller than a whale, and I don't do fish. I'm pretty limited on what I can do. Mostly it's subterranean creatures. I work and do mushroom work.
Can you be a giant water bug and just kind of skim across the water?
Oh.
Not exactly.
Oh. Or what
The-
about those snake fishes?
The closest I could do is a giant snake.
Snakehead?
Yeah, the snake head.
Oh. How about a turtle?
No.
Oh,
You
you
can be
fancy
a giant
little
turtle,
turtle.
and we can all sit on your back, and then we can pile some elephants on top of you. It's elephants all the way down until you hit the turtle.
I am
Well,
not
here
the turtle
anyway.
of creation.
What a bit to come back into. I love it.
Yeah, really.
The closest I could be.
Do I need to roll to prevent a migraine?
No.
Would you like a shot of stone whiskey?
Yes.
I think
Take
I'd
one.
die.
You out a little bit.
Yes.
I think I'd die.
Here, here.
Only one way to find out. Giant turtle.
I vote the giant turtle.
Ooh,
And then you gotta
big,
go to a baby turtle so that we can get, like, dress you up. Like little hats.
or a big hippopotamus.
I would rather die.
Hippopotamuses are
They are.
hippopotami. Hippopotamuses.
Point is, I am very limited on what I can change into. I can't
You can
hold
change
on.
into a bird, can't you? Tell us.
Yeah.
How
He's
much
trying
time
to
does it-
talk.
Not. I can only change into so many things, and I can't stay that way for particularly long.
So what you're saying is Thea should take another nap.
Yes.
She just did. We got off a long rest.
No. No.
Oh, well,
no.
you know, I could always go talk to the dream god and see what he's got cooking up.
No. All right. That's what I need more of. I need to go find stimulants. Okay. So, guess who's never going to sleep again, Sia?
I don't need to
Alright.
sleep. I don't know what's the issue.
Pause for a second as I'm trying to remember
Hmm.
stuff from like a few months ago.
What are you trying to remember?
The Gray Cloaks.
Yeah.
Who were the people?
Uh,
Did they want us to do something?
Not
Did they want to?
in particular. The Grey Cloaks were attached to
So they were being
overly
shady.
enthusiastic paladin and people with some shady information.
I don't remember.
Yeah, they were attached to a paladin, the over-enthusiastic paladin who bailed us out after we got out of the Death Temple.
Right.
And then there
Ooh.
were...
But I do want to go back eventually and try that door again because I want to see what he's hiding.
Oh, God.
Of course. Of course.
No lock left unpicked.
Plenty of locks left unpicked. We just need to make a decision on whether or not we go do a final supply run before we go down the river or not.
I mean, we got booze. What
That
more do we
sounds
need?
like the best bet.
Potions, ingredients, other supplies to keep us alive. I will remind you
Oh, I
again.
can talk to that guy, and I can give you guys more definites on what my answer is of what I'm supposed to not do.
So you're suggesting that we go back to town,
I am.
and you honestly think
And not
that?
tell anybody about this.
And that's what I was about to say. Do you honestly think we're going to be able to get back to town and not any of us tell someone?
The only person who knows that we were here is Ned. And
So
if
we just have to burn somebody.
no,
And then
the
it'll
rest
be
of
like,
us.
oh, we found the dragon. We got scared off too.
Yeah,
and the
2
rest
days
of
later.
us know, is what I'm saying. Are we all going to stick together this time?
yes, I think
And we're
that would be.
gags?
I think we're all adult enough to not say anything. Gives a very
Oh, no.
pointed look to Thea. We're all.
First off, this is a cash cow right here. If we're doing anyone, I need more of that roofie stuff from Nightshade,
No.
so that way no one else remembers it.
Roofies?
No.
Where did roofies come from?
No. Bad.
No.
What? I don't give this away. This is prized information.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
This is
If
a
I have to sneak away or we have to sneak away, we want our own little spot.
Yes, and the goal is to keep this a secret. So if we don't tell anyone, it stays a secret.
I don't know why this is so hard. I can keep secrets. I did it well enough from you guys for how long?
At a point.
Approximately 2 days.
I
Alright,
have
we need
more
to make a
secrets
decision.
if you would like.
We need to go
2
back
days
and
longer
get...
than Belgar.
That's accurate. But we need to go back and we need to get supplies. If we would like, I can change shape and keep an eye out from above so it looks like you're missing a person. If someone asks, you have reasons that you can explain why you stay the hell away.
I mean, we are missing Belgar.
We're missing 2 people in that case, but yes. It's not that hard if you want another cover story to explain why you people should stay away if anyone other than Ned decides to ask. We shouldn't be going to Ned.
No, I'm going to a door and then I'm going to another door.
There's an alchemy
Just 2
shop.
steps.
Such specifics.
She
Oh,
wants
I'm
to
sorry,
go
you need-
to one of the doors in the tavern we stayed at when we met with the Grey Cloaks. I want to go
Yes.
back to the alchemy shop to get ingredients so I could start making some things that'll help us out.
I can stop at the alchemy store if you want.
Are you insisting on buying things for me?
Well, I mean, if you pay me to buy it, I mean, I'm not buying it out of the good of my heart.
That's a practical response on your behalf.
Okay, let's go. We can have this argument on the way back.
Yes, we will leave, go back to the town, make our purchasing decisions.
That's what we're doing.
So does that mean I have enough time to go to the Temple of the Willing and pick up a thing?
No, that's a
That's
little.
Thing?
That's
No. That's a little out of the way.
That's. I believe
Don't
that's
we
almost.
need to shimmy up a rope to
It's
get
right-
out of here?
Not out of here. No,
No. I don't recalls that.
no, not in this case. The rope was attached from the Temple of Knowledge, which was groved in by the Golden Circle.
Oh,
And
yes.
yeah, that rope does not exist anymore because that hit the ground just shortly after Belgar's old archpriest. Whoops.
I mean, if he was holding it still, it could have been the same time.
I
technically speaking.
have a sneaking suspicion he was not. So, let's go back to the town before our poor DM has a conniption.
Oh, it's not about having a conniption. I'm enjoying the show. You guys are just delightful.
I call
Letting it roll.
I call bullshit.
So how long until we have to meet up?
Let's
I didn't think we were separating.
No, I don't
shouldn't-
think we are.
No, we're not separating.
Well, how long are you going to be then?
What, to go shopping?
Yes.
It shouldn't be long. I out of game, just need to get my shopping list real quick.
Yeah, about that. Hang on.
Yep, you're good. So
That whole folder just hit the floor.
that is reasonable and fair.
Let the folders hit the floor.
Let the
The
folders.
hit the floor.
Oh, I could use some more acid vials.
Yeah, we can find that at the alchemist shop.
Yeah.
But if other people have things that they want to acquire and or go and deal with, Dundon, if there's anything else you want to pick up from the smith, because I know that was the one who gave you your master-crafted weapons, that might be of use while we're taking this pit stop.
While we're all stopping at our stops, I have one more stop I'd like to make. Azathan, if I give you money, I'll give you 1 gold coin extra. Can you get me acid vials?
Yes.
This would imply she needs to go off on her own.
Well, you all are going on your own to your different shops.
We are collectively
We're working
going
smarter.
together.
Yeah, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, but we're also trying to not get fucked up.
We're trying not to
You
die
think I
before
am?
we get it. We're trying not to die before we get to the part where we almost die.
Basically,
I
yeah.
won't.
Let me... Where the fuck did
Get
all of
me.
my...
Avoid dying before we get to the part that kills us.
Pretty much. Where did my...
I'll take 5 acid vials. Azathan.
Okay, hold on just a moment. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find...
Your shopping list.
Yes, because I had a whole book.
I just need to pick up my... Well, I have money to pay you, Azathan, but then I'm just going to go and pick up some funds that I left.
Some funds.
Yeah, I stashed some things.
As
I'm
we
gonna go
are
pick them up.
having this conversation, as we are making our way back out of the... out of where we were, out of the spa, and back down towards the town / city.
So as we're making our way back, are we noticing any changes to the surrounding area, people?
It's been a couple of days, yeah.
I just want to make sure we're not walking into a sudden,
Trap?
yeah, militaristic lockdown
Yeah.
situation. Since we've been underground for
About
a
2
while
days.
now, and a couple earthquakes and
Random disappearances.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So you're gonna have to give me like 3 minutes.
You're good.
I'll be right back.
Azathan, here's 150 gold pieces.
Oh, holy shit. Okay.
what is he buying an army?
No, I need 5 vials of acid. And then here is your gold. Oh, wait, I was going to give you... That was 25 gold piece. Oh, well, no, never mind. Hold on.
Yeah, I was
We're
gonna
shorten
say,
that.
do you think? I have a
Yeah,
litigate.
Well, that's always like your
Right.
resources. Like, is this a personal critique, or are you talking
Yeah.
my damn computer?
So short version is they were going to go down the river from last time,
Mm-hmm.
and as Dan's like, no, we need to go back and go shopping to get more stuff before we go down the river.
Where?
I'm giving you 126 Azathan.
Thank you. Hi,
Yeah.
Faliki.
Hi, Faliki.
Okay, I'm gone for a few minutes, and why are you damn bastards deciding you're going to go somewhere else now? We're not going shopping. Why the fuck are you going shopping?
Do you have healing potions?
I have a sword. How about I just kill you all?
I'm gonna go
Please
pick up my
don't.
stash that I left here.
That would be immensely unproductive. Ah,
Not
that's
for
what it
your
is.
damn mushrooms. Think of all the nutrition you could provide them with.
Yep, I could, theoretically, but again, I would have to actually be alive to be helpful for that. There we are.
No, all you have to do is lie there. We can put the mushrooms on you. It's fine. Why are we going shopping?
Again,
Because we're going to be crossing the spine, and we're not going to be able to get back to a place we know.
because it's all going to be several days worth of travel in the dark through a mountain with no opportunities to resupply, get any extra things we may need, and we're already running a little low on things like health potions. So, before we go on a several-day trip in small boats through underground tunnels with rapidly rushing water and things that have previously fallen from the roof of said ceiling that we cannot see, that have tried to skewer our mage and kill most of us on several occasions so far, I figure we would have a better opportunity to get something before we all go fuck off and potentially die in a hole.
Got to stay alive until we get to the part that kills us.
Exactly. It'll be
Hey,
a short
Eric,
trip.
how far is the Temple of the Willing from the city again?
Oh,
You're probably a
2
couple
days?
hours
Oh.
outside of town. So, as you all have once again taken absolutely every option that I thought I had planned for and thrown it directly out the window.
I would say I am sorry, however.
With precision, didn't touch any of the sides.
Great job, Azathan, because I was just
Nothing
rolling
but
with the party.
Swish!
Nothing but net. We're headed back to Nolzar's gate.
To be
For a
fair,
little bit.
at least you've already prepared Nilzar's gate.
Sure. Months ago.
Hold you
Oh, Dundon.
I,
Would you be able to make a copy of this little stone like relic from the dream that they gave me from the dream guy? Could you make me a copy of that?
What time?
as I am hearing the Azathan, you bastard, in the undertone.
So, what material is that made of?
I don't know. Eric, what material is that made out of?
Some rare form of obsidian or something?
It's fuckyonium, that's what it is, indeed.
It's fuck
It's a rock.
Azathantium.
Listen, I only suggested we go back and get some supplies so we don't die.
So, let's back up for just a moment.
Sure, please.
The piece that you were given was from... Oh, where did it go? I had him right here. He was right here. From Hagen. He is the owner of Go Figure.
Yes, the flirty guy.
The piece that he gave you is actually, as Dundon's looking at it, it's actually really wonderfully sculpted. You'd have to be a pretty high-end stoneworker or sculptor or something like that to make a legit copy, and that's not going to be a fast thing.
Oh. Never mind.
All materials
Okay.
aside, I mean, this is a piece of art as much as it is anything else.
Hmm.
You know about art. It's that shit that you can sell.
Oh,
I'm
I
sure
could
you
sell
know that.
this. Oh, I could sell this. I don't know if you all would want me to, but I could sell it. I believe we left off the last one saying I cannot give that to him back.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, as you are coming back down out of the foothills, you can see, even through the trees, and Faliki is the first to notice, there's a significant amount of smoke coming from the direction of Nalzar's gate. As you come down out of the hills, you see now, looking out across the city, the gates are closed. There are patrols on the walls. The Azinthian guard is up, and there is a very large unit of Azinthian, some kind of warband, you can see on the other side of the city, and that is where the smoke is coming from.
Something tells me we're not getting inside.
Shit.
I mean, is there anywhere that I could sneak over the wall? Is this a wall that I could sneak over?
No. Oh.
Sure.
Shit. No.
Sure.
I have a question.
You could try.
That is not that. All right. No.
Is there a
Then
specific?
give me my money back.
Is there a specific standard, or like of maybe someone specifically commanding this warband? If it's affiliated with a specific group other than just Azinth in general?
You have a knowledge thing for that, right?
I believe I have history.
If not, I do.
Shit.
Yeah, but you had I thought you would have a more specific. I'm still stuck in the old rules where you would have like heraldry or.
No, that would just be history
That,
and
I
related
would
to his background.
classify that as under history, and specifically, I think I would be better making that role than someone like Thea because I have noble education.
That's
So
what I
this
was
is
kind of
something-
getting at.
Yeah.
So yes, go ahead and make a roll for me.
How does 25 come out?
Excellent. Actually, you notice more than just the. So as you're looking out, the first thing you notice, the smoke, is because there's a huge amount of. They're working at charring down some of the fields on the opposite side of the city. That's what that's coming from. Is they're basically getting large clear area. And using, taking whatever's there and having much larger fires than just camp fires.
Mm-hmm.
But they are encamped. That's what this is. Basically, it is a significant number of soldiers that have their standards laid out. It's essentially a Western unit. You're like, yeah, I'm not really up to speed on all the Azinthian military because they have a bunch of weird ranks that happen in there that are very different than Trokal. Trokal has a very Navy-based sort of structure on a lot of their things.
Yeah.
So they're essentially standard units, but what you do see is at the keep itself, there are actually 2 standards flying there that are Azinthian, and one lower one that is immediately recognizable. So the main Azinthian standard flag is there. The lower Azinthian flag is actually a signal flag for their messengers, their air messengers. They have a core of soldiers that fly, and that's part of how they get messages very quickly from place to place. But underneath that is a large field of green with a golden circle in it.
Oh.
Are we here again?
We're not making it into town.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I'm gonna point at the standards.
I don't give a shit about the standards. I see the circle. I don't want to be anywhere near
Yes,
that.
I'm about to point that one out. But more than that, this is not just a this isn't. I don't know the military structure for Athens, but everything I'm seeing here tells me that there's going to be significant military action nearby, and it's being backed by the Golden Circle or supported.
Now, refresh
How
my memory.
convenient that guy, the Grey Cloaks, are in there.
I don't think they're in there anymore.
Hey, Thea, can you refresh my memory? Did you align yourself with this bad guy or the other bad guy?
The other bad guy.
The one that looked good in red is the one I aligned myself with.
Yeah, Crimson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the one. As a reminder, the ones who are
not
Let
the
me just
golden.
clarify. I didn't align. I just agreed that I wouldn't do something, and I don't know what I'm not doing yet.
Not the golden punctuation, but the crimson comma.
Yeah, the ones that are actively trying to unravel
That's
the world.
really clever.
All right. Okay then. Well,
Shit.
as a fan, I'm going to make a recommendation that we don't even try.
Yeah.
At this point,
Nope.
because even if we could convince them to open the gates, we'd have to get past the roving band of military men who are really just waiting to kill something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Took me a second to find it. It's the Lightning Riders.
Yeah, that's.
So the Lightning Riders would be.
What's that?
They're
were-
the elite. They're the elite flying messengers for the Azinthian war machine.
So
Are they like
Elspeth,
people? Are they animals?
Yes,
They're both.
they ride beasts that fly. Some of the beasts have eagle heads, lion-shaped bodies, giant talons,
Griffinish type creatures.
Hey,
Griffin.
didn't we kill one of those?
No.
hippogriffs.
Hippogriff.
Oh.
Elspeth, remind me, does the Lightning Rider beacon flag, does it appear that they're asking for help, or they're saying, hey, we want to align with the Crimson punctuation, or the Golden punctuation point?
Oh, I do have the Golden Circle amulet.
That's
you think they'll
not.
let me in?
That's not going to help us.
No, I don't think that would be.
Eric, I guess, what would the standard there is just saying that this is a staging area for us right now, so messages are relaying here, or?
That signal is essentially the land here message thing. They're like,
Okay.
Yeah, getting close to that will be
the
it.
Zinthi are aligning with
I don't
the
know.
Golden.
Azathan, would the Golden Circle partake in military action?
Generally speaking, no. However, given the nature of what's been going on, I'm not surprised that they're wrapped up in this.
Well, I think at the end of the day, we're going to have to really try to figure out who it is we're going to be dealing with, because we got one faction of punctuation who's trying to destroy the world, and we have the other one that's trying to take over the world.
We're going to end up having to deal with both, but as we have to worry about which one's the biggest of our problem, I would say the one that's trying to prevent there from being a world to take over in the first place is our most immediate
Well, I mean,
concern.
if you still need goods, I know where we could find it. Not in this place.
Are you going to say the Temple of the Willing?
No.
Okay.
But that would be handy if I could stop there,
What-
because I left
no.
something there.
Because, no.
Enough my purse.
That's on the other
I mean-
side of the City of Death.
Yeah. Let me go talk to some of these people in the outskirts, and I can find where our set places.
I wouldn't even want to go there changed. Even if I was disguised, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that. That's way too much heat.
I mean, I'm not talking to the military.
We're saying Nolzar's. Well, that's a good question. Can anyone see if there's any civilian merchant type people hanging out on the plains outside the city,
Let
or
me go
are
talk
they
to
all
some
inside
people.
the city?
I was gonna say.
behind the gate.
All right.
They're all on the outside.
So that's a really good observation that no one had actually picked up on at that point. The city gates are closed. The walls are closed, but there's still all those buildings out in the yard. That section to the southeast of the city called the yard is essentially that's like you're outside the walls, dude. Siege time comes, that gets burnt to the ground. So the interesting thing is it's still bustling with activity. There are still a crap load of caravans out there, but you notice now that you've keyed in on it, that those caravans that were kind of stacked up and piling up there are either rerouting and heading east, where there may or may not be more troops, or they're heading south. They are not staying here. They are getting out of Dodge.
Oops.
I'm
so there's
going
still
to.
a lot of activity in the yard, and no particular guard presence there.
Hey, Thea, do you think you'd be able to go and talk to some people to find out, A, what's going on, and B, if there's any supplies that could be had
I know.
without tipping our hand?
Yep, I can do that.
Or making deals with other demonic forces?
Or other people.
We'll see. I can do that.
Well, that's good.
Eric, I have a question. This tied into my previous role. Are there sections of nobility that help work and run in the Azinth military? Like, would there be a specific noble house or noble family that might be attached to the Lightning Riders or whatever other platoon might be here?
They're much more, for lack of a better term, tribal.
Okay.
Based on their essentially group marriage ruling house.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like there's one specific, like, oh, they are the house of the military, they are the house of the they
I didn't necessarily think that, but I didn't know how I didn't understand all of the Azinth nobility.
They all kind of intermingle like this. And some families will have, a more militaristic group to them, but they don't get limited in that way, and they frequently mix and match to get a better reach a better opportunity.
Okay. I'm gonna direct message you a different question.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm going to go find hold on. I want to speak to someone who looks of my caliber, of my line of thinking, because I'm sure I'll find someone close to that. And I'm going to let me find it. To say I'm heading west to look to make a few special purchases. Can you direct me towards what I'm looking for? Let's see what he says.
The west? No, the west is no good. That's the spine is the west. You wouldn't go there.
Oh, perhaps I'll go south?
Well,
are you trying to use Thieves' Camp?
If you go south and east, there's no town there.
Okay. Perhaps regular shopping isn't for me. Say,
Probably
what's going on around here?
Caravans are all getting out. Troops are moving into the gate. Apparently, the nutter on the other side of the mountains has decided to declare war.
Has there been any acts of war?
Not as yet, but the pass is closed and trade is shut down, and that's bad for business.
Interesting. I'm going to go back to the group and tell them that first I'm going to let them know about the war. So seems like there's a war brewing. They're saying that the West was declaring war, but there's been no acts of war yet.
That's rapidly escalating.
Well, one thing, if the pass is closed, who's letting people know that they're declaring war?
There'd have been some sort of...
Or is it the Golden Circle creating a problem to invade the West?
I don't think... Declarations of war isn't really the Golden Circle's thing. The Golden Circle tends to act more as a legal entity with backing rather than a...
They're just the backstabbers, not the ones that are in the front.
That's one way to
Not
put
the
it.
ones that slice your throat.
Yeah. If
they're not in the business of declaring war, they're just in the business of arbitrating it and
making money from it.
Generally, and gaining power from it. But the point is, this place is a hot spot, and it's escalated very quickly over the past few days. It's not as out of game GM. It was not even a week ago that they changed over, they changed to a theocracy, and all of a sudden they're declaring war against one of their oldest allies and neighbors.
It's a week ago that you heard about it.
Yeah.
And that's a vital point.
There's been trouble in the past for some time.
Fair. Okay.
So, I also found out where we can buy some things. But just a heads up, if you have anything of valuable, hide it. Don't really want to draw attention. Don't stare at these people. Might be more trouble than what you want.
Elspeth looks down at her much higher quality traveling clothes and then looks back at Thea.
Yeah, no, that won't work.
She's still got pink hair, too.
Yeah, and she's pink hair, which is distinctly something rich people get.
Don't go.
Would you like me to cut your hair?
No.
Second alternative,
we can
hair
give you a little
dye.
shave. I mean, I'm pretty good at that.
I mean, where we're going, it's not friendly. I mean, you can find illegal things there. So, as then, you have some things on your list that you want to find.
I think that
you might
would
be able to find it.
Useful, but
don't comment on things you see for sale willy-nilly. Just a heads up.
It wouldn't be my first time going into a
Camp.
questionable market. You have to buy ingredients from interesting places.
It's no town, but it's
So, to
right,
summarize,
I can hang back with Elsbeth if you guys want to go and collect your.
Okay.
Collectibles.
I'm going to.
Don't threaten anyone. If you touch your weapon, make sure you kill them first.
That shouldn't be necessary.
I don't know that works that way.
Here it does. Just a warning. If you touch your
so
weapon,
what you're
kill them
saying
first.
is Faliki shouldn't go either.
I think this would. It shouldn't be too terribly complicated and difficult.
I'm just warning you. And I'm warning you. So, I take that one a little more serious than the other people.
If that's what it takes for her to take something seriously, then by all means.
I value my life. You may not value my life, but I value my life.
So perhaps we should hang back over at the dragon door while you go.
Oh, we could meet up at the Temple of the Willing.
No.
Two birds, one
the
stone.
party.
No. The Temple of the Willing is too far out of the way. Given this, I don't even know if I want to go back to town, but I don't want to have come out this way for nothing.
We're not going to no town. We're not. There's no town where we're going.
It's not town. It's just a place.
It's just a place. Well, while Thea and I go to investigate this place and acquire some new things, would
Shopping.
would I be able to ask?
I have a list.
Would I be able to ask either you or Feliki to go and gather some local ingredients for me so I can make more things when we get back?
What kind of local ingredients?
Mostly leaves and roots, things you should be able to find in this area. It's ingredients for health potions and a few other useful things. Azathan will pull out a list and start writing down a list of different materials. I'll send them out in here in a little bit, but just something, stuff for healing.
I'd find hangman leaves.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Hangman, if you can find hangman tree leaves or hardened plains tree sap.
What was it? What was the second one?
I'm a stone crafter.
Hardened
I have no idea what
plains
that
tree
is.
sap.
Hardened plants.
If you need me to break down some stone or carve some stone or hopefully smelt some gold, I'm your guy. I don't know oak leaf from hangman plant
Then
something.
perhaps that's more Feliki's thing. But maybe
You'll
a way.
recognize a hangman tree.
I would.
Oh yes, everyone would. Because it will kill you.
So
Yeah.
wear gloves.
I'm not going to give that to either Dundon or Feliki. That stuff is nonsense. What was the other thing? Hardened plains?
Tree sap.
Hardened tree sap. Alright. Oh, we'll see about picking that up. I'm not going to ask our
Pretty
dwarf.
sure we missed a joke just now.
That's fine. Perhaps then a way that you can block the door so we aren't followed.
When we go back down.
Correct. Because anyone who's in
Craft
this...
some sort of a lock on the door.
Yes. Given that it is all dwarvish make, that might be something a little bit more your speed.
Might be able to do something with that
Yes.
dwarven stuff.
And I think it would be better that we aren't followed, especially by anyone in the city now.
We don't want followed from where we're going either.
No.
And they'll be harder to catch.
I just want to be a fly on the wall of this, not a town camp.
I'm sure you will hear all about it by the time we get back.
Or maybe you won't.
I'm sure you will.
Or maybe you won't get back, is I think what she's saying.
Oh no, I will get back.
Yeah, that was where I was going.
Oh no, I'll get back. I'm not worried about that. I have too many important things to do.
Eric starts looking in his book.
Okay.
So I guess the plan is Thea and Azathan will go to whatever rendezvous needs to be done for supplies. The rest of us will wait
and
in the spa rest area for you to come back.
All right. Wow.
Killed all those things in the rest area, right?
Yes,
Okay.
I certainly hope so.
Yes. The rest area and the spa upstairs are clear. We were exceptionally thorough in killing everything in that area.
As we're waiting in the spa, is there any way for me to tell whether or not the mechanics of the dragon steam sprayer could be repaired?
Actually, yeah. I mean, given the time, you could do that, and you may want to ask Feliki to cover your tracks on the way up there. It would be a very
Yeah, that'd be very good.
ranger kind of thing to do.
Could you do that for us, Feligi? Alrighty then.
Feliki in her own world because we're boring.
You guys keep making shit choices.
I'm helpful right now.
I took one look at military campaign setting up and saying, fuck it, we're leaving.
I'm gonna lead Azathan towards No Town.
Sure.
That's the road to hell, Azathan. Have fun. Bye.
Been
Doing
there.
And there's no good intentions along the way.
No, this is just...
No paving.
No, there's no paving in No Town.
No, there's no paving, there's no
It's
plans.
not the highway to hell.
No, this is more like just... This is all pre-construction. Alright. This is the mine shaft to hell. Here we go. It's just straight down. Alright.
I mean, well, speaking of mine shafts,
Oh my
while we're
various
on our
gods.
way, I'm gonna make a pit stop. It's on the way. I mean, it would be useless if I just wasted the time and didn't.
Alright. What are we going this way for, Thea? Did you
I just
stash
mixed it up.
something here?
Yes. And
Okay.
something else. Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Something and something else. I'm not there, so I can't comment.
I want to know what you stashed, but I'd rather us just get to this market. I'll spare
I mean,
my
honestly,
questions
what I
until later.
stashed is not that important. It's who is also stashed there. Might be more intriguing.
Oh, do go on, please. Show.
Okay.
Let's see what this is.
As you're traveling, how's your direction sense, Azathan?
Mine is fine.
Roll a 20-sider for me.
Certainly.
Tell me what you get.
Oh, I should have gone with you. Oh well, too late. Because I always know which way is north.
Would you like me to... Is that a flat roll, or...
Just tell me what you
Survival?
get.
That's an 18.
Damn it.
You're pretty sure you know where you're going.
Mm-hmm. Where are we going,
Pit stop.
DM?
So
Oh, Jesus Christ.
she leads you along a defile, I think it's called, the little swale
Mm-hmm.
where you come down off of the little plain. So you're in that little area, and you find there's a cave that you can get into, and this is where that rope is that was dangling down from a
You
secret
drug us
panel.
the
There's a
whole
ladder.
way
It's a
back
ladder now.
to the Temple of the Willing.
It's on the way, I told you. No Town is just over there. But I figured why not make two birds, one stone? I was like, I want to pick up some things here, especially if I'm about to go shopping. I need more funds. And I can figure out what I did the pact for. So it's 3 birds, 1 stone. I'm being useful here. Efficient.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's make this quick.
Yay! I knew you would see reason. First, I'm gonna go get my. First, if I can make it there, I want to go to that hidden room and pick up all of my gold bars that I left there.
Oh my various gods.
That's really heavy.
Oh, my various gods.
Yeah, it's his usual curse.
Oh my god.
It's really
Oh.
heavy. How much have you got there? I forget.
I had 800 gold pieces worth of gold bars, whatever that is equivalent of.
All right, so it's heavy, but you can manage it. You're gonna have to wrap it in cloth and stick it in your bag, otherwise you're gonna clank like a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Nope,
Oh,
I'm putting it in there.
Can you help me clean up this stove in the kitchen so we can actually get the spa up and running properly?
Sure.
Thank you.
Not like there's anybody else to do it.
So you have your money. Are you gonna stash any of your other stuff there, or are you taking it with?
Don't stash shit in arbitrary places.
This isn't arbitrary.
Ugh. Places
Wait,
that...
doesn't this seem homey to you?
No, it is a temple of death. We're in the temple
It's
of
the temple
death, Thea.
of the willing.
Yeah,
not death.
they were willing to
Willing.
die, Thea. It's the temple of the willing to die, Thea. You stash your
Well,
stuff. in a
I
temple
was
of places
willing to
willing
stash
die.
things here.
Not that kind of willing.
I mean, fine.
It's a door
I
of
guess
death,
I won't.
Belmont. Look at you sitting on a door of death.
Well, I'm then also gonna go to the room with the spiral.
Son of a bitch.
Is this like the Hotel Helton?
Yes, but worse because it's all run by Thea at this point. All right, I'm along for the ride at this point. What are we going to do in the magical ritual room, Thea?
I don't know.
What are we going to do
We
in the
will find
magical
out.
room, Thea? Please tell me.
I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go there. I just want to see.
I'm gonna stand at the far end of the hallway in that room and not enter it, but I can still see what she's up to.
Okay.
I'm walking in.
Are you communing with things?
We'll find out.
Can you give me the opportunity to share the screen real quick? I don't know how that will mess up the recording.
We'll
figure it
not,
out.
because that is not something. Actually, that's not true. It very well might. We're gonna find out. We're just doing all sorts of exploring today. You should be able to share your screen now, DM.
Really funny is Belgar is missing so much, yet so little.
I can feel him having an aneurysm from here.
Oh, what the fuck?
Shit.
In the middle of the spiral, in the middle of that room, where the mist had been swirling and never dissipated, suddenly, this gentleman appears.
Mephisto?
Hey, it's you.
Indeed.
Oh.
Thea, welcome.
Yeah. I kind of irritated some people. So what?
Shocking.
Sorry, that shouldn't amuse me like it does.
How could you ever irritate anyone? You are a delight.
I'm happy I'm not here.
Here. He reaches out his hand. Here, step in, please.
Thea's gonna step in.
Oh, thank you. As soon as you put a foot across that circle, you broke it. You feel it. The air around you shimmers, and you hear, and the mist just flows out past the edges of the circle.
Remember that thing you weren't supposed to do?
Oh,
I think we figured it out.
that was so very helpful. He flourishes and he holds up a ruby and hands it to you. Thank you so much, my dear. It has been an age since I could step out of here. And walks across the circle.
Why do I want this ruby? What's the value? I told you I only want things of value.
Oh, money won't be enough. I see.
I told you I did not want money. I told you I wanted things of value.
Elspeth, can you help me with these pots?
Yeah.
Well then,
That do
Perhaps.
something. Jesus Christ.
Boiling some water.
he holds up another symbol on a leather cord.
Do I recognize this symbol?
Do you have knowledge religion of some kind? Or history?
I know.
I do.
I am a knower of many things, and I do, in fact, have arcana and history, but not religion.
Do a history roll for me.
Indeed.
Do
And
I
I'll
need to
give
do
you-
this too?
No.
Okay.
That is a 23 for my history.
That looks a whole lot like the holy symbol of the willing.
Thea.
Oh.
Thea.
This belonged to the former occupant of the main room. Perhaps you would like to have this.
I'm gonna kill you, Shelby.
Thea.
Ooh. I'm gonna reach it, and then wait, I'm gonna pause right before I reach it, and I'm gonna say, wait, did he die because of this?
Oh, not at all. This is just a symbol after all.
Okay.
Action, not words.
I'm gonna take it.
And who,
with the ruby.
who, by chance, have you brought for me to meet? Welcome.
This is my buddy, Azathan. Azathan!
Buddy is a very strong word.
He's the brains.
Clearly.
Clearly, he brought you.
So,
Look what I got. Look at this.
What I got.
One of the Elven. Tell me.
I'm Elven too. Did you miss that?
Thea. Hush, please.
Thea, my dear. I would never miss details about you.
Oh,
I'm just
boy.
gonna side-eye him at this point.
Perhaps your companion would be willing to assist us.
No.
For shame.
Dear.
I do so enjoy discussions with those who live longer than humans. Tell me, how are the elders?
Oh, dear.
What?
Do you remember that bit?
I
do remember that.
Okay.
Thea.
Yeah.
We should get going. We shouldn't be here.
Well,
Wait,
why
wasn't I
ever
not supposed to do something?
This
Yeah.
is her home now.
Yeah. Wait, my home? I mean, I took it? Okay. My home. Mi casa es tu casa.
No. No, no.
Well, I'll tell you what. The delightful service that you have provided for me today, what I would like to do for you is help you get to your next place. While you're on your way, I'll take the opportunity to spruce things up a bit here. That way, when you come back, it won't be quite so dingy.
Meaning what?
Well, certain amount of cleaning, perhaps. Redecoration. Bones don't strike me as your particular decor.
I am going through my head and mental Rolodex of just things I know that could either put this circle back or just... there is
Well, I
nothing
do actually
can...
have some use for bones,
There-
to be honest.
There is nothing I can do in this scenario.
Elspeth, can
That's-
you help me carry some of these whiskey bottles over to the kitchen?
Out
please?
of game. There's nothing I can do in this scenario. I am...
You could attack.
Attack what? Attack God? No! I don't think I can.
He's not a god.
Not fucking yet. I happen to like living. I happen to not release death. It's the magic circle of not dying, Thea, and you broke it. Oh my various gods, this is awful.
This is delightful. This is
I got a
perfect.
home.
This is amazing.
I've got a home. She said she's got a home.
Yeah, a home in the Temple of the Willing who all died. There is a whole chain of actions here, and all of them lead to death.
Well, you know what? Well, maybe I would have been happier if my clan didn't kick me out. But you know what? It happens.
This is so much worse. There is nothing good about... You know what? Clearly,
I mean, clearly...
This is only going to end well. I need to take Thea, and we need to leave. Now.
Of course. I would be more than happy to assist you. Thea, my dear, we will be in touch.
Leave some bones.
He weaves his hands around. You hear nothing. You see no other components. He weaves his hand, and you are both gone.
To where?
Ah, well, you were headed to No Town.
Ah, see, I told you it was dirt on the way. Look,
That's
Boom.
not going to make people question how the hell you did that.
they don't ask questions here.
First rule of No Town is don't ask questions in No Town.
I
Huh?
don't have words, Thea. What did you just do? No, don't answer that. I know what you just did, and you made me an accomplice to it. Why?
Get Eric.
You made me an accomplice to unleashing whatever monstrosity.
You act like this is the first time you were accomplice.
Okay, it's one thing if I'm getting you out of being beaten to death in an alley for drugging a noble. It's another thing to let an avatar of death and destruction out of its ritual circle.
Well, I mean, I didn't know that was going to happen.
What did you think was going to happen?
I thought he would tell me what I'm not supposed to do, but he still has yet to tell me that.
You made a deal with an evil entity and expected it to be transparent? Were you born yesterday?
Apparently.
No.
You are older than me. How is this how? This is why our species doesn't live so long anymore.
How many people are currently staring at them as they're having this argument?
Fuck off! Why?
It's not that bad.
It is not that bad. It is not that bad, Thea. This is bad. This is like the
Bro's got an
worst
awesome set of tools. I can fix it.
of all the things. There is not enough magic in the world to unfuck the hole we are in. Dundon cannot dig deep enough to get us out of this hole. He's a dwarf, Thea. That's their thing.
Well, I mean, maybe I'll get wiser in the future. We'll never know.
Wisen up quick. And then Azathan's gonna walk into the market.
Hey, Elsbeth, can you hold this right here while I fix
Nothing.
the lock?
I can try. I'm not that strong.
You just got to put your finger right here. That's all.
Okay.
DM.
Kind of like
Last time
tying a
someone
shoe.
said that to me.
What was that, Fleeky?
I said, yeah, the last time someone said that to me.
Twitch.
And tension just cut right there. Yeah.
Absolutely not to plan and 100% delightful.
Beautiful.
DM. What do I see, DM? What are the wonders of the market that are laid out before us? Please.
He'd love to tell you, but
Our DM is too busy dying from the just plethora of plot points that have just been laid out before him. It is the opposite of the field of fucks, for which we're so fucked.
dear.
isn't barren.
I'm here for you. I want to give you opportunity.
Hey, Azathan.
If you won't take the little plot hooks, I'll get you with a big plot hook.
You know what? I can't even take responsibility for this one. No.
You were there.
Hey, Azathan.
You were the adult in the room.
Yeah, what was I gonna do against God?
You don't know.
Not a god.
Effectively a god.
I don't know why you find this so hard to deal with, but anyhow, you know that saying about field of fucks that you were using? Yeah, this is a great big one.
Mm-hmm.
That whole barren thing,
Mm-hmm.
this is not it. Only it's not give, it's you've got.
Yep. This is a whole field of fisting plants, and I am walking through it right now. All right.
Dance pants, buddy.
Moon
Dance
River.
pants.
All right. Well, now we're in the shit. DM.
No mas pantalones.
I wear a skirt with this robe. All right, here we are.
Elsbeth, thanks a lot for helping me with the kitchen and the steam dragon and the lock. That was really helpful. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh shit, I never got his name.
Why? What do you want to summon him next? Wait until he's here with us.
I had notes in my notebook to figure out his name, and I missed it. Damn it!
He's gone mute.
Yes, I can hear him through 2 doors. He is screaming.
I had one task that when I was going back to meet him next on my
You
notebook,
had
and that was the
one
one
job.
fucking task.
There's kind of a reason I've been pinging Dave Parr on our Discord.
No, why would you ping him?
People are about to die.
Oh, no one's
Yeah,
gonna
Reese
die
is something
just
that I don't
yet.
even know the name of.
Yeah, the Belguard's about to kill her.
I'll
guys are
save that
the
for next
best.
time. Next time.
I think I'm gonna fashion a broom. Just sweep up the place a little bit.
Hang on, I think I have Mage Hand that might help.
If we live through this, this might be a good place to open back up as a vacation spot for dwarven folk.
I know, right?
Oh,
I mean, if we could just clear out like the horde of fungi
I
in
will
that hot
fucking
spring,
stab
yeah,
you.
but we might be able to eat it. I don't know yet.
we could set it aside, but then we could like.
Actually, you do. There's a couple of them that you recognize that are specifically the crop type things that people use for food.
Dinner.
I for one would.
I have one that says incoherent rage. Please stand by.
Can you send him that? He needs it.
Yeah, I'll have to find it, but yeah.
We need to send Belgar the link to this video.
Oh,
And then look for a mushroom cloud over the West Coast.
So, can I go shopping?
sure.
God is dead and we killed him, evidently. Yes, please, let's go shopping.
You sounded a lot like Dave right there.
Someone has to.
No one has to. That's the beauty of it.
Literally, I said this earlier. Dave is never truly gone. One of us just manifests him at some point in time throughout the session. And right now, it's me. I can feel an aneurysm that isn't even my own manifesting behind my aneurysm. So, please, for the love of the gods, what's available for our shopping enjoyment? What therapy are we about to involve ourselves in with our finances? Please, before I actually have a stroke. Oh,
Not as much fun as you'd think.
no.
No, he feels it coming.
Please, before death overtakes me. Oh, gods. Please. I need to step away for a moment. I need a drink.
I didn't think you.
You didn't thank him?
You
Hey,
can
thanks for
actually
coming with
get
me.
drinks here, if you would like.
Please.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Fucking beverage. Where is the nearest bar that doesn't look like it serves poison?
Right now, Elsbeth and I got a really nice place going over here with the
That doesn't help me.
the spa.
The spa is coming along nicely. You guys have you're spending a fair amount of time, sprucing the place up, taking the you fashioned the broom. You
Yeah,
got
I've got
some
mage
stuff
hands so
swept
it
out.
can just move around and.
You're over here fucking Mary Poppins, and I'm over here dealing with fucking Thea and her magical trip to death.
Mary Poppins.
Just,
Mary
You make
Poppins,
it sound like
y'all.
I'm the worst choice here. Like
Literally.
I'm insulted.
it is the worst
Nice,
choice.
Dave.
And yes, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Best fucking reference, but also... I'm so
Well,
glad
I mean,
I go
I don't
to
know why
therapy
you're
tomorrow.
so upset. You got to say no.
I-
He was generous enough not to kill you there. So why are you so upset with me?
You let him out! You let him...
I didn't let him do anything.
I
walked
go to
into a-
therapy for shit like this.
Well,
I'm
it
so
seems
glad
like it's not working.
No! No, it's not!
That's because people keep pressing the same damn button.
It's like 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. This is why I go to therapy, Thea.
It's a tango. Learn
no.
to tango better.
No, I mean out of game. I go to therapy for shit like this. I'm gonna talk to my therapist tomorrow about fucking coping mechanisms and self-soothing, and I'm gonna bring this up.
Hi, Twitch. Hi, YouTube.
This is top tier quality. If someone can get over like 5 million views for falling off a roof, they can out. This will get billions for my slow descent into madness. We went from just like, oh yes, this is reasonable,
hey,
to
as
being
of that-
pushed down
as
the
of
fucking cliff. I
Should we
understand
set this up on
the feeling of
OnlyFans?
Belgar's archpriest when he was stabbed in the back and pushed down a hole. I understand that on a spiritual level.
I think this would be a good OnlyFans channel.
Can I tell you how many games I've played in with people just like her?
Oh my various God.
Just like her.
Just like Shelby. Have
Yeah.
you ever met our friend Shannon?
No, I have not.
Same.
I touch it. You do what? I touch it. Why do you... No. Yes. Yes.
It was glorious. It was beautiful.
Every friggin' game, he finds one of them to put in with me. Every single goddamn game, pick one of these characters.
Hold on. I'm sorry,
I'm
Terrence.
giving
what
everybody
was
extra
that?
experience points tonight because I
I
am having
did,
a
and it
blast.
leaves
This
a
is
scream.
super fun.
You're welcome.
I'm glad we're getting XP benefits from this, but I swear to the gods, if this is like the last session because we all die.
No,
Oh no!
I
Isn't that fun
guarantee
if you
we will
just
not
die?
die.
Did I miss?
We haven't suffered enough to die yet.
That's clearly.
You are
Clearly.
correct.
Why are we alive? Just to suffer.
We're not. We're finding things of value.
This isn't the part where we die yet.
No, you find things of value. I'm suffering.
But for what? You've just been accompanying. You didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. For what?
As a
Why don't you
fan,
just
I
go
do.
shopping?
As a fan, I do not want to hear it. I have offered to fix this. You said no.
Because we can't. We can't solve all of our problems by killing them. A good number of them, yes, but not all of them.
I don't think we're getting any further
What
in
kind
this
of
session
adventurer
tonight.
are you?
What? One.
No, what kind of adventurer are you? You can't kill all your problems
We
by
can't
solving
kill
them.
all of our problems, just most of them. Sometimes you can negotiate with them, but you can't negotiate with terrorists or crazy people. And I'm wondering if Thea falls into both of those categories.
Harris?
Yes.
I mean, Azathan, are you angry enough where you think you might want to hit her?
Please do.
No.
I dare you. I dare you.
Bet. Both of us have abilities that proc on taking damage, Thea.
I don't need to be the one to hit first, though.
That's right. I could do it at will. It's great. What's in front of us,
Make
DM?
sure I'm down,
I want
then.
to range shop. I need my shopping therapy, DM.
Shop.
Okay.
Shopping therapy.
Clearly,
I
we're
can
still raging
recommend
at
it
each
does
other in the
work.
middle of the market.
As there is a druid actively having a meltdown and yelling at their companion in the middle of this market. I'm not the crazy one, he says, looking at the nearby shopkeep, looking at exactly as the crazy one.
The closest place, the Yellow Stripe tent.
Okay. Quick question for those of us who are color impaired.
Oh,
This
sorry.
This one? This one here?
This one.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Big solid stripe in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese.
Uh-huh.
Wine.
Wine. Bottle.
Yes. And the expensive stuff, too.
Ask if it's poisoned.
Doesn't matter to me. Are the labels still on the bottles?
No.
Oh. Of course not.
Something seems to have gone missing
Like the labels.
from the labels, the vineyard. None of that stuff is sort of here.
Hmm.
It's very top shelf stuff, though.
I'm sure it is.
Probably happened when
Head Dog 2020.
Dog 2020.
Man, if I wanted gut rot.
I wouldn't be talking.
But honestly, there's actual glass here.
That's the
Like-
important part.
This little tent,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, wait a minute. There's a series of little tents set up around rough wooden tables. You don't know where the hell you are. Basically, in the middle of a little opening of a little clearing in the middle of a bunch of trees.
Mm.
And this guy's got fruit, number one, which had to have come up from the south at some pace
Mm-hmm.
because it's Trocali fruit.
Mm.
He's got glassware, cheese, and
Bread.
wine. That look, you're now that you're looking at it, you're like, wait a minute. That doesn't look like the knockoff stuff. That doesn't look like the cheap stuff. That actually looks like the really good stuff. But you can't prove it because there's no label on it. It may cost extra.
I'm sure. Shipping and handling and whatnot.
Exactly. We take great care with these things.
Mm. So if I were a man of taste, what would I end up tasting? What would I be buying from the stall?
Oh, it's literally you were literally looking for what amounts to basically wine, fruit, and cheese break. You sit and have. And
Are you getting hangry? Will that help your little explosion here?
Azathan, do you need a Snickers?
I'm going to pick up a wine bottle.
Oh no. No.
No?
You don't get to pick them up. If you want some,
Oh.
he'll sell you a glass.
Oh, okay.
A glass.
A glass. How much for
Yeah.
a glass?
That's what I was just digging for because I don't remember the regular routine price. It's essentially
I mean, you don't care, Azathan. I'm sure Thea's buying.
At this point,
He is doing no such thing.
Thea's absolutely buying my first drink.
Thea said, what?
Fine. I guess I owe you at least one drink.
Yeah.
Thea said, what?
Yeah, you do.
Ah,
We'll call that even for the alleyway incident.
and this one?
No. There is not enough liquor in the world to make us even for this one.
No, it's not over yet.
No.
I'm sure I'll make it up to you.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Right.
so you're gonna be ballpark 15 gold for your glass.
Robbing me blind here.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that you will purchase the first glass, right? And I will take it and I will drink it while staring directly at Thea.
I'm gonna give the 15 gold.
I'm not even going to
5
appreciate the wine. That's
5
going
more
to be my sin.
5 more, you can get the wine and cheese plate with it.
I don't care about the cheese, just the wine.
I take the cheese.
Knock 20 off of there. And Azathan, despite the rage, this is the good stuff.
It is, in fact, the good stuff. I will rage sip it a little slower then.
Thea, the fruit and the cheese is absolutely delightful. I mean, this is really good stuff.
Oh, you
But
should really try this. Do you want some?
But it's stupid expensive compared to what you were getting in town. Like 5
I mean, I
times
already
the
bought
cost.
it.
I will try some of the cheese. And the
You
fruit.
feeling better now?
It's really good.
Well, we need to talk about what just happened, but later. Let's get our stuff and get home.
See, I knew you just a little bit of food and you just does wonders.
The
Can't
proprietor
travel on an empty stomach.
the proprietor leans in and says, I would suggest around the corner, perhaps the clothier, the outfitter.
I think what I'm wearing is just fine, but I'll look regardless. Thank you.
Happy shopping.
She makes her way off,
So,
skipping down the street with a plate full of cheese and fruit.
Azathan, do is it a investigation or observation or whatever the hell roll that is?
Perception.
Perception. There you go, perception.
Initiative.
okay.
Not you, Thea. You don't perceive it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me see with perception. Ah, that is an 18.
You notice something about, number one, a distinct lack of people.
Mm-hmm.
But number two, some of the people that you do see behind the tents as you're sort of making your way down the row
Mm-hmm.
appear to be shackled.
Uh-huh. I see. Like shackled at around the ankle and held in place, kind of shackled, or
Well, it depends. Some of them like that, some of them shackled hands and feet together so that they don't come apart.
oh. And these are just the ones behind the tents. It
Mhm.
doesn't look like an active slave market, does it?
How do you define active?
It looks like a slave market.
What's the holdup, Azathan?
And rail thing down the middle
Yep.
has a bunch of hooks where you can hook shackles over.
Thea,
Guessing not
Yeah.
the ghosts.
I would like to point out that we are,
Don't point.
I know, not physically, and I'm going to walk very close and speak very quietly. I would like to bring your attention to all of the people in shackles.
I told you, illegal.
Yeah, there's illegal, and then there's a slave market.
Not our monkey, not our circus.
Not our monkey, still our circus.
It doesn't have to be.
Not if you... hold on. Having a player character cognitive moment.
Broke him.
Nope,
That's
there's...
more durable than this, Azathan.
There's the lawful in there. Alright, nope, just had to remember if it was chaotic. I was figuring out if where that chaotic evil slide would be, and it is not in the realm of slavery. Alright.
Can we continue?
So, for your knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
in Trokal and Azinth, slavery is absolutely outlawed.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating. And these are just people. There are not many people here. How many?
There aren't right now, but it is the middle of the day after all, and people do have things to do.
Like shop.
She's nothing if not focused.
Yes.
Razor focus.
It's actually very commendable. It's impressive as hell.
You know what?
Better.
What's a little bit more chaos? All
Okay,
right.
I don't know what to say. I'm chaotic neutral, so I'm always
Oh,
chaos.
oh dear.
We're gonna do some good today to offset the amount of stupid that we've just enacted in the world.
No. We're going to shop first. Shop first, because I'm
But-
guaranteed
but-
whatever you're planning,
Thea-
you're not going to be able to do this.
But Thea,
no,
what
shop
if
first.
what if it's free?
Unless you're planning on killing everybody in here, I'm going to get really close and whispering this and kind of angry. Unless you're planning on killing everybody here, it's not going to be free.
N-
And I
we
guarantee you there's going to be more people here with bigger guns than us.
We don't have to kill everyone. We just need to free some people.
Then let's go shopping first, because I'm sure they're not going to want to sell to us when we do this. Or are you just disregarding the whole point of us coming here?
Fine.
I did not come here for fruits and cheese.
No, I did not.
Take it down the river without some supplies.
No, that is true. We cannot. We're here for supplies. But
Think!
I know.
You're supposed to be the wise one here.
I know. Believe me, I know. But also,
Great to bring
It's not
everyone
like they're
back.
going anywhere. They're in manacles. They're not going nowhere.
that's kind of the problem.
Well, let us do our part first, and then we'll come back and do whatever heroic bullshit you want, and then we're even.
Fine. Shop first. Then we figure out a solution for this.
And we're even.
No.
Yes.
No. We'll figure that out. We can run our checks and balances later on. Shop.
Whatever. Shop.
Shop.
Charge it! Oh boy.
So, dare I ask what particular thing you're looking for first?
I'm looking for potion ingredients, and that list has just changed dramatically.
I could go there too, because I have some things that'll probably be for potion stuff.
Okay.
And then hold on. That's what I was doing, and I got distracted. Finally there.
I've been painting a little bit over here. What do you think about this as like a new wallpaper?
All right, so how about this? We are at, remarkably, we're at 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
A lot has happened.
How about this? How about we call it here? We, Azathan and Thea, we can do a separate thing.
Recording stopped.
For the whole shopping thing, so that we don't ruin it for everyone.
The shopping and the jailbreak.
Yeah, I think it'd be great if we all got to come back and do a little.
And then we can figure